everybody, it's Diana. So in this video, I really want to focus on one of the most important interpretive principles, and that is knowing your audience. So interpretive theory says, if you intimately know your resource and you deeply understand your audience, when you add them together and apply good communication technique, that's the point at which you are able to begin to make a connection. So what does it mean to deeply understand your audience? One of the first things you need to know is what they know. What are they bringing to the party? A college student who's been studying conservation will know a lot. A first grader who's just learning to read will need a lot more elementary information. And a bird watcher will probably know more about birds than you do. Language is also important, not just French versus English, but the kinds of words you choose. Some people will be very turned off by overly technical language. Other people might not understand you because they use different words to mean the same things. You'd know that if you ever went down south and asked for stuffing with your turkey when you really need to ask for dressing. Your audience's learning or communication style is also important to know. Are they filled with auditory, visual, or kinesthetic learners? How do they prefer to communicate? Are they interacting with you through a blog, through a website, through a podcast, or face-to-face? And what about why they're interacting with you in the first place? Is there something they need from you? Are they learning something at school that they need to know? Or something that they want from you? Do they have their own personal mission and they think that you can help them get there? So once you really understand your audience, then it's possible to craft messages that are relevant and relatable for them. According to Larry Beck and Ted Cable, to spark an interest, interpreters must relate the subject to the lives of their visitors. When you've sparked an interest, that's when you've made a connection. So back to my EcoSpot. Where did I go wrong? Well, first of all, when I asked myself the who question, my answer was everyone. Who wouldn't want to know more about this wonderful park? Everyone. Does that sound familiar to anyone else working on their EcoSpot right now? So who's using my park? Well, joggers, moms with strollers, families at playgrounds, fishermen, bird watchers, school groups, hikers, picnickers, bikers, and of course park administrators. I really needed to focus. Because I didn't choose a specific audience, I tried to stuff my tour full of facts, ideas, and little gifts for every potential audience in the park, including the park administrator. That didn't make for a very coherent tour. Here's what I should have done. So I should have gone to the park. I should have researched who's using the park and who might be interested in a tour. Then I should have selected a target audience. And I could have met people from that audience and learned more about them, their needs, their wants, and other things that would help me create an audience profile which would guide the development of the tour. So if I talked to some parents with young children using the park, they would have told me to keep it simple, make it interactive, and they might have asked me what's safe in the park for the kids to touch. That led me to a great idea for a tour. Talking to teachers planning outdoor lessons, I would have learned about the Ohio Science Learning Standards, and I might have heard about the third grade take-home project on tree identification. Those both gave me some great ideas. Even talking to the park administrator might have helped. She needs to publicize park features. She needs to protect the resources, and she wants to improve resident experiences. Maybe there's an opportunity for a welcome tour for new residents. So understanding my audience would have helped me create a better tour. But how would that help me expand my audience out there in cyberspace? A good audience profile will help you understand how to communicate and find your audience. Teachers have resource pages. Park administrators have websites. Parents often join playgroups that have Facebook pages. Once you know your audience, it'll be easier to reach them online. I hope this helps you define your audience for your EcoSpot. Next time, let's talk about the importance of theme.